Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brothers and sisters. Welcome to our program, The Calligrapher. I think that we started before with an idea about the Arabic calligraphy styles, and now we started with the Diwani. So we tried and show you how the beginner and the advanced students started their skills to show us what they have done. And we would like also to give an idea about the Diwani as a final project of our program, because we would like to also to shift to another style of Arabic calligraphy. But now we want to see some of the little bit samples of Diwani, and also we want to show you the script or written on the blackboard to show, and you can copy also from our blackboard as per our participants are doing here, copying from me, and also you can copy from our blackboard to get some benefits or show the directions of your pen. And try, even you can try with the pencil. If you don't have this kind of our pens, you can start with the pencil or with the normal pen. It would be also better, step by step. You can improve your handwriting. You can improve also your calligraphy. So let's start now with writing some Quran verses. And before this one, we want to show you some of the Diwani script written by also some of the masters as a wisdom. Or now, here it's written including a Quran verses, wisdom. Here we can see. I think it's clear or not.
Yes, I can read it, yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this line.
Yes.
We can see also the way of controlling the letters, and how the calligrapher showed the thin and thick letters, and the control of curves. Because the Diwani depends on the freedom of the movement to the letters, and the harmony also. Nothing comes down, nothing comes more up. The value of each letter, it could be also much better if you control all of these things, following the base foundation of our style. Now we want to start writing, brother and sister. Let's go to the blackboard show, but before we go to the blackboard, are there any questions for the Diwani?
Yes, when I read some books and visiting mosques, I find that all Arabic calligraphy, especially the Diwani, I notice that there is some marks between the letters. So what you call these marks, and why we do it, and what if I forget one of these marks between the letters?
What do you mean by mark? Is this intonation hands?
Yes,
maybe?
That's it.
It's
yes.
intonation hands, yes, to make like fatha a,
yeah,
or kasra e,
or
damma o,
yes,
or skun, silent skun. So
it will be,
it
will be wrong if I forget one.
No, this is not wrong. Actually, this is correct to show the way of writing.
How to say?
How to say, because we have a lot of letters same.
Yes.
You can write alif, only, alif without anything.
Of course.
So if you read alif,
Yes.
you can read it e.
Yes.
If
It's
the
different.
intonation hands upon, below the letter.
Yes.
If it comes up, it will be a. It comes below, it will be e. If it comes dhamma, like a shape of circle and long part of it,
Yes.
so it comes o.
Oh.
If it comes circle, small circle, it means silent.
Silent.
Like this, without any
E
movement.
or,
Without any movement. It will help the reader actually to read in the correct way, or to read in the proper way.
Yes.
So this called intonation hands.
Intonation hands.
Intonation hands. Also, you can use the intonation hands to fill the spaces.
To fill this.
There are some spaces between the letters. If you write
So you can
a
add
verse,
the
or if you
decorations.
write a letter, a sentence, you can fill up
Yes.
the spaces. It looks also nice.
Is there-
Besides, it helps.
Is there any
The reader-
other symbol besides the intonation marks? A symbol.
There are some decorative
Decorative.
hands. Also, we can use them. But most of these hands, as a decorative hands, we are using in the solus styles. Solus styles, we use a lot of this hands and decorative hands. As intonation hands or decorative hands. It's very, very important to fill the spaces and to give me much block the sentence of letter of my.
It applied to all style.
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
but some style doesn't. It couldn't bear
Oh.
the huge amount of. We couldn't put much of the intonation hands for like ta'liq, Farisi. We couldn't put maybe one piece only or
Okay.
two pieces in all the sentence. And riqa also, it couldn't bear. And diwani, it's much better if you do without, but you can put just only to help or
the
to
important-
fill the
yeah,
spaces.
but the important style is thulus to add.
Solus, just only solus. You can use them much more
Yes.
as you can use with the solus, because solus is very rich. It needs much space for writing. It's a high letter, and it needs wide range
very-
of space.
very wide.
So you can use them too much. So yeah.
Who's the first person?
Let me before you ask me. Let me see what's our friend had been done with the last 3 times or 4 times we are using the diwani.
Well,
how do you feel?
Yes, I think it's 4
Especially
times
you
now.
didn't start before any kind of calligraphy.
Yes, of course. First time I started here only. I didn't try it before.
Yeah, we are so
Because
happy to have more of you. Like just only to show how
need
the
to practice
language
more.
of Holy Quran looks much better, even as a fantastic way of
it was good.
of
It was
doing
good
our
that you guide
scripts.
us for the right way, how to write from up to down or from left to right, and it's very wonderful because I didn't know that before. I was sometimes write fe from right to left or from left to right, so I didn't know what.
So now
which
you
one was right.
have an idea about how to start the script. Are you
It's
going
helped me.
today? Are you going today to try to write your name or name of your family for the
That will be very
diwani
good.
style?
That will be very good.
Ah, very good. It will be a competition for you.
Yes.
then we have to encourage you for writing
Yes.
this
Yes.
name by name. Yeah, very good.
Very-
Said, how do you feel? Do you get any more experience before, especially you started before 1 year studying for the calligraphy?
Yeah, I think.
Do you feel you get any more experience in this?
Yeah, I think I need more to practice. Needs to help to. I mean, to make my stroke better.
Yes, yes. It mean you mean the practice of your hands as how do you see the creating how to create the one letter from the other, especially in the normal school they didn't mention this, only they write alif as alif, but ayn or sad or ta, they didn't mention this. How do you feel for the experience?
Yeah, I think this a good experience for me that I can know about the. I mean, from one letter can make other letter.
Yeah, the relation between the letters, especially Ayn and Sad,
Sad,
or Ta,
and
Ta or Dad.
This is
Yeah,
a good
very
experience
good.
for me.
So it's you get some benefits
Yeah.
from our program,
Of course,
the
yeah.
Calligrapher.
Yeah.
Very good. Brother and sisters, as we mentioned before, this will be the final stage of the Diwani. Some questions maybe you would like to know. Any idea about who invented the
I
Diwani?
also know who the first person.
Who the first person?
Who the first
some
person.
some people are asking who the first. I don't know why most of the people wants to know the original of this one. But anyway, the first person invented the Diwani. His name is Hossam. He is from old Turkish Ottoman on the 16th, early 17th century.
No.
Then after that it
Very long time.
developed and becomes more and more better. But he was the first person invented this 16th, early 17th century. Yeah. He was in Turkey, Ottoman Turkeys, and after that it reached to our Arab countries, and then year by year through our masters, we are trying to improve it as much as we can. Now, brothers and sisters, we are going now to the blackboard to see how to write some other sentences.
Many people trying to get together, but all their efforts were in vain because of ignoring or turning away from this great foundation. We see many people coming to the way of truth, following the guidance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but later on they get off track. What is the reason behind that? Unity is a result, it's not a cover-up. We have to be united from inside. And Allah made this clear in the Quran when He said, وَأَطِيعُوا اللَّهَ وَأَطِيعُوا الرَّسُولَ.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Brothers and sisters, welcome after the break. Now we are going to the blackboard to show some verses or wisdoms. We can select something from the Diwani to finish today, inshallah, the Diwani style. So we are going now to start writing. You please follow me and see my hands, how it's going from down to up or up to right, right to left. This directions is very important. It will help you too much for improving your handwriting, and also it will help you too much for how to create the letters in a correct way. So let's go now for the blackboard and write. We'll write now مرج البحرين يلتقيان. ميم Ra. See how I'm creating the thin and thick by moving my pen. Here thick, I go down here, thin, and from the thin I'll take the other letter, thick. Maraja, Jim, here thick, again thick, with a very smooth curve for Jim.
All of that.
And the dot in the middle here to fill the space between Ra and Jim. Maraja. Al-Bahrain, Alif, you see, from down to up, thin, and the semi-curve from the right side, the other curve for Alif. Why I have done here this curve up? I didn't make it straight because I want to get the other letters to carry up the other letter from Lam here. So it would be a nice connection between this and this. Otherwise, if I did the Alif straight from here, like the first style, it would be empty space here. I couldn't do anything. So it's better to also create the letter to help the other letter to be a nice shape. Al-Bahrain, ba with the curve like this. I give more space here to put ha and a nice curve down, thin, and from the thin I'll take Ra, thick, dot of ba, I'll put it here, or I can put it here also. There is space, I can put it here. Yeah. See Noon, how I'll create it. Al-Bahrain. So how's Noon coming? Very long and curved and very, very smooth and nice curve. Al-Bahrain. I'll put the Noon dot after I'll finish the other word. Al-Bahrain يلتقيان.
Noon is very deeply.
Yes.
Yes.
I'll explain everything because you mentioned here is a deep, it's more deep. This is 2 dots of Ya, 2 dots of Ta, 2 dots of Qaf, 2 dots of Ya. The other Noon, I can get it from behind this one. Here's 1 dot, and here's 1 dot. So let's start from the first. Maraja, Al-Bahrain, يلتقيان. This actually a verse in Surah Al-Rahman means the God subhanahu wa ta'ala make the 2 seas. Al-Bahrain means 2 seas. Bahr means sea, 2 seas means Bahrain. Yaltaqiyan means get together.
Connected.
Or connected.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So we have the Red Sea and the Mediterranean Sea. So they are connected together through the Suez Canal.
Yeah.
So in between this and this is saltish and this is saltish. In between them, the canal is sugar. Water is not saltish.
Yeah.
So there are something God create between this and this. It doesn't come. The salt comes on the sugar or the sugar comes on the salt.
It's a miracle.
Yeah. And here also I can create because Noon is deep as the meaning of the sea. It's very deep also here. Mm-hmm. You see the depths of Noon. And Yaltaqiyan means get together or connected. So I make a connected here between the 2 Noon. Here is Noon, the first Noon of Bahrain, and the second Noon of Yaltaqiyan. Means I create something from the calligraphy. Calligraphy, we can create a lot of things. We can create the names, we can create the wisdoms, we can create so many things. Let us write something else. like وَأَمَّا بِنِعْمَةِ رَبِّكَ فَحَدِّثْ. God gives us a lot of benefits, a lot of things good, like a vision, like ears, like our faces, like our shapes. So many things we have to thank God, and we have to talk about these things. So let us create something about this meaning. وَأَمَّا wow, it's very simple. Alif, also very simple. Mim, alif. وَأَمَّا Hamza, it's very important. Thin. بنعمتي باء نون عين ميم أنت. The dots باء نون, 2 dots of ta. ربك Rabbika means your God, so we have to get something huge and something big for our God. We'll create it like this.
Wow.
This is kaf and this is ba. The dot of ba will be here, just only to make a balance for this space. And فحدث, one dot of fa, and tha also. Three dots here. See here, it's very simple letters. Waw, alif, mim, alif. وأما بنعمتي باء and noon, عين, mim, and ta. Rabbika, I took here just only to create the Rabbika, to give the huge place of kaf. So I make it up and get the depth curve of kaf. فحدث comes in the middle. So there is subject here, show the concentration of something straight and something curved. It gives me a nice shape for writing. So now we wrote 2 sentences of مرج البحرين يلتقيان وأما بنعمة ربك فحدث. I think we show here the relations between the letter, how we make the letter depends or helps the meaning, because it's very important to show the meanings, like depth of noon and join of يلتقيان. And وأما بنعمة ربك فحدث, calf of our God. And we will see our friends what they have done after the break. We will see the comments.
Amazing stories. In this program, we get to know about people of the past whose stories were mentioned in the Islamic tradition and related by the Prophet, peace be upon him.
That verily us, meaning Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we tell you about the best of the stories. We tell you about the best of the stories. When we narrate a story, when we read a story, when we try to benefit from a story, what we are trying to do in reality is to go back through the steps, through the different parts and sections of this story until the story is actually completed, and that we can take the actual benefit directly from the story.
Sheikh Lutfi will narrate these stories in his program Amazing Stories.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered one of the lands to come closer, the destination. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered one whole city to come closer, to move closer to this dead person.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Welcome again after the break. We wrote on the blackboard 2 verses. مرج البحرين يلتقيان, and وأما بنعمة ربك فحدث. So we show how to create the letters, how to create the sentence to give the meaning of whatever we are going to write. So our colleagues here started writing. We have Hussein as a beginner and Said as advanced. So we wish to see something much better than before. Because today, now and this time, actually, we have to finalize the Diwani to shift for the other style. We have to see whatever you have done.
Okay.
Yeah, مرج البحرين يلتقيان. He tried now to make a very, very smooth curve, better and much better than before, really. Here is noon, is much, you feel more flexibility with your materials and instruments.
Day by day, and
yeah,
I will try to...
Very good, very good. Here also it needs more control for the curve of Jim.
The letter of Jim.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah, that's why you maybe here wrote it again.
I tried to make it, because I didn't like
this
first time.
Actually, this is a kind of practice, because if you didn't practice, you have to lose your the sensitivity of your hands.
Yeah.
And as I told you before, for me as a professional, daily practice minimum 4 hours.
So, Doctor, what do you think about how many weeks or days?
I think
so
it needs from you only a short time to learn the basic or the foundation of the letter. Then after that you can create, and with the practice, much practice, you can get much better than
So I need to
before.
work, for example,
so if you,
each day,
yes, you
2
should.
to 3 hours or more?
Not too much, but at least daily you can practice 1 hour.
Okay.
It's much enough.
Yes.
1 hour is more than enough.
Okay.
Either sometimes you don't have time, you are studying, or you are working, or you don't have time, but you can give maximum 1 hour daily, because you are not a professional also.
So can I start, for example, with the Quran and try to write and copy?
You can try. You can try letter very simple with as a sentence.
Yes.
You can start as simple, a simple line, and then you show to your teacher, and your teacher will correct you, because if you started with something wrong, you cannot continue.
Yes.
But you have to start something and show your teacher, and then he will correct. From this way, you can get much progress.
Yes.
Otherwise, you'll do the mistake and repeat the mistake again and again.
No, we don't like more mistakes.
No time to, yeah. And Haidar, show me what you have done, please.
It's quite difficult to make the...
Yeah, here also you try to create something better and much. You see the harmony of the letters here. It comes down, and this one feel much free, and this nice also. Here is, you see the Jim.
Yes. I'm feeling jealous.
Jim. Yeah, with the practice you can do more than this. Yaltaqiyan, also the 2 noon, here noon and noon. It comes much better and much nice. And how do you see the materials? Going good with you?
Yeah, I feel comfortable with the pen.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I feel comfortable to use this kasab more than the normal material pen. Pen.
Very good, very good. And it's better than marker also.
Yeah.
Because we are not able to use a marker as a calligraphers. We have to use the original instruments, original piece of our master they have used before.
So can I keep one of them?
Yes, sure. We have to select one of you as a gift to remember us for our program.
Yes, thank
so it will be a gift from the Calligrapher program to you.
Very, very special gift.
We wish also to present everybody of you one of these pieces, and we have to look forward to see you again. We are going to finish the Diwani style. I hope that you get some benefits, and we'll see you again with a new style of Riqa style. Inshallah, we will show you more samples and more styles and more creative things. See you again, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.